The hospitality sector is so important because I know when I travel and I go to any city, every reaction I have to that city is really gauged upon the kind of personalities I meet along the way and the type of service I get along the way. And to me, that is what is then indicative or representative of the city that I'm visiting.
There's 4 career pathways in hospitality. The first one is food and beverage. You can start out at entry level as a food prep worker. From there, you move your way up to like a section cook, and then you move up to sous chef all the way up to executive chef. The other area is guest services, which is valet parking attendant would be your entry level front desk clerk. You then can move up into front desk management all the way up into hotel management, general manager for a hotel. Events and convention is the third career path within hospitality. You can do entry level as far as security guard, janitor, on your way up to being like a director or general manager of events and conventions. The fourth area is facilities management. And that's, room assistant, lobby porter, of course, and then moving your way on up to director of housekeeping or general manager of facilities management.
My name is Rebecca Berkshire. I'm Director of Operations of Mojo Fuko Incorporated.
My name is Jack Holt. I'm the General Manager of Point Burger Bar.
I'm Jeff McAllister, and I am the Business Sector Specialist here at Employ Milwaukee for hospitality.
Beth Lyric, CEO of Milwaukee Downtown, Business Improvement District 21.
Well, my name is Manuel Ramirez, and my job title is a line cook at the Marriott Hotel.
My name is John Rudolph. I'm the Executive Chef at the Milwaukee Marriott.
My name is Audria Evans Lane, and I'm the Starbucks Manager at the Downtown Milwaukee Marriott Hotel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, like most people, I needed a job. I was 14 years old. My sisters worked at a nursing home, so I started in this room. I soon moved to serving, waiting tables at Denny's actually, and it was cash. It was a good job. I liked the interaction.
I started when I was 16. About 10 years into it, I thought, it's long hours, it's hard work, and I thought, I could do something else. Let me try something else. So I went to beauty school, and I went to beauty school, and I worked in a really nice salon for 6 months to the day. I knew 2 days into beauty school that, wow, the restaurant industry was the place for me. But I finished school, I worked in a salon just to be sure about it, and then that's really when I figured out that this was the industry for me. So there was a lot of time when I didn't know. It was just what I did because I felt like it was just inside of me, it was to work in restaurants.
I was 19 years old when I started as a dishwasher. A friend of mine helped me out. He was like, "Hey, do you want to start working in the kitchen? It doesn't matter what it is." I was like, "No, it doesn't really matter." So I started from the bottom, worked my way up.
When I started in the back of the house cooking, it was just a very different world then. It was the 90s, and you didn't really see women in kitchen. It took a lot of hard work. I had to start as a busser before they would even let me set foot in the kitchen, and then I had to. I basically cooked for free every Saturday morning. I would come in and I would cut 50 pounds of onions until I learned how to cut an onion right. And then, I did a lot of cleaning and things like that. And eventually, when I proved how dedicated I was to this, they let me start working in the back as a dishwasher. And then I moved my way up into cooking.
Things I would say: someone who is selfless, someone who is energetic, and someone who has integrity.
Eager, a willingness to learn, knowing what's going to happen. But I would say the best, part of an ideal candidate is not afraid to fail. It is such an immersive job. You can lose yourself in it, and, for truly passionate people and who love what they do, and love culinary. It's a big aspect of it. Being able to say, yeah, this is my job. I love my job. And yeah, it's hard, but there's a rewarding factor behind it too. Don't be afraid to fail. Have an open mind. Don't shut out any aspects of the job or what you can do. If you set your mind to anything, you can always 9 times out of 10 you can do it. Obviously nobody's going to be able to fly with flapping their arms, but through perseverance and good attitude, you can get so far in life. So far in life, in your career.
In the hospitality industry, there is plenty of career growth for you. If that's something that you excel at, you can go into middle management, you can go into upper management. If it's a hotel track, you can certainly start at the entry level and begin to work at the front desk, interacting with customers, possibly go into assistant supervisory positions, work your way up into a manager, and someday become a hotel manager for yourself, or maybe even a regional manager.
The first thing is just work harder than everybody else. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter who you know or what you have, asset-wise, resource-wise, it all comes down to how hard you want to work.
This is a very competitive industry. There's always someone looking for the next best hostess or the next best server or the next best Starbucks manager. And I think a lot of people coming to this industry think it's a basic job, but this is probably the fastest growing industry that I've ever worked in. You can move up very fast in the hospitality industry. It doesn't take a degree. It doesn't take a lot of research. You can come in, work hard, and if you're at a good property, they will train and grow you.
Whatever someone says, I just gotta listen to them. And if they say something very disrespectful or like argue with you, just go with it. Don't flip out or anything like that. We all have strong minds. Some of us think that we're weak, but we aren't. You just gotta look for it.